Boom, we have sound. Okay. Ooh, hello, Ghost. Blimey, wasn't expecting anybody in quite as soon as that. I'm not going to be around for a long time today. Let's get rid of the soon thing. Ooh, nice big red box in the cam. Sound. Right. Ooh, and it works. Hey, check that out. And it's massive. Right. You'll have to let me know if the delay is wrong on the cam. I'm still mucking around with it. Let's see if we can make that a little bit smaller, shall we? Because that's just huge. Smaller, right? Smaller. Smaller. That'll do. Okay. Ooh, my face. Fuck you. I know it's massive. Is the delay horrible though? Seriously, I'm expecting it to be. I thought I'd sorted it out yesterday, but yeah, it's really weird. What I'm going to do today is a retake of what I did yesterday. Derpy Rambling Q&A. If you've got any questions for me, shoot. I will have to read them out because I've still not sorted out the weird make the chat work on the screen thing because OBS reasons. Also, as you've noticed, I have some new tech, so you can see me now, and I need a shave, and I've just come in from work. Yeah, the cam's a little bit laggy. It's not quite in sync with the sound, which has really been frustrating me, but I'll work it out. It's new to me. I'm still getting there. The main reason I'm here now doing this is, I don't know if you've... I'm not reading that out. Screw you, dude. That's personal. You have to pay me to ask that question. Yeah, basically, I did a Derpy Q&A, Derpy Rambles Q&A yesterday. The idea being that I was going to put it online tonight at 9 o'clock at my usual Derpy Ramble slot, or what will become my usual Derpy Ramble slot, but I fucked up like I do, and I'm supposed to be in a meeting this evening starting at 7 o'clock, so I won't actually be here to do a Derpy Rambles video. So I'm doing it now. I'm going to record it quickly, and then I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and then once I've done this, I'm going to go and work on the video which is due out tomorrow. Cheers for the host, man. Thank you very much. I'm going to carry on working on the video which is out tomorrow, which I've only done a third of, which normally takes me God knows how long to do, so I've got no time scale whatsoever. I'm probably not going to sleep tonight again because I'm an idiot. But let's get some boats on the go. I probably shouldn't be doing ranked while I'm doing this. Basically, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do yesterday. So this isn't going to be live later on in my usual Derpy Ramble slot or on YouTube. It's going live on YouTube at 9 o'clock, but it's supposed to be live on Twitch at 9 o'clock and then on YouTube later on. Fuck it. Go figure that out. I also might move my cam slightly. Hang on. Let's put it slap bang in the middle of the map. That makes more sense. Yeah, basically what I want to do is run through a bunch of stuff that I've been asked recently. When you next have time, come in TS, I'll help you set up the cam up and stuff and chat on screen. That'd be really handy. I've got some of it sorted, but yeah, I'm getting there. It's new to me, as I said. I've only just worked out yesterday how to get it actually on the flipping, like, to work as a thing. Sync's a lot better. Good. I farted around with it for ages, recording little bits and mucking around with it. So, hopefully it should be a lot better. Yeah, somebody being at A would be handy. Right, so let's start again from yesterday, shall we? What's off the top of my head? Off the top of my head, first question that I've been asked recently is... not enemy forces detected. My first question I was asked recently is, am I going to play armour anymore? Or will I be playing armour anymore? Short answer, no. Long answer, yes, probably. I was, before a lot of what recently happened, I was considering not playing armour anyway because several reasons, which you'll see in a video which I have on the build, which should maybe be next Friday's video. We'll see how it goes. But basically, the title of the video is more or less 10 reasons why I've left armour, or like subtitle, alternative title, yeah, is 10 reasons why I think armour's shit and it's dying. But basically, I will probably make some more armour content, but you're not going to see as much of it as I did make. There you go. That's an answer to that. It's not a brilliant answer. It's probably not the answer a lot of people want, but there's other games out there. Other games exist, guys. Alright, so I started off making armour videos on this channel, but it's not my first channel, and I've always made other stuff anyway. I really enjoy making stupid little videos. So, yeah, you might see some armour at some point, but no, you probably won't find me playing armour quite the same you did in the past. I mean, I've not got it installed at the moment. I had planned to do a bit about that in the stream yesterday and today, but where I've had so many glitches, it's not happened. So you're getting a short explanation in a Derpy Rambles video. As far as other stuff goes, I've been asked to do 1 or 2 bits and pieces, recording wise, sort of PRE wise, media wise for other people with armour. So you might not see anything on my channel, like derping videos wise, but you're probably going to see something from me with regards to armour. So yeah, there's the answer to will I be playing armour again. Not as kind of clear cut as yes or no, unfortunately, but there you go. I prefer my indie games. I'm a lot more just sit down and have a bit of a game these days, but it does not mean I will be playing CSGO or COD, so screw that. Hand Simulator. Ghost says Hand Simulator. Yes, and in fact that is actually a little small clip from Hand Simulator in my latest derping vid. It's got nothing to do with the game whatsoever. It's just me doing my usual thing, taking the piss out of Sean. But yeah, it's good fun. Honey, I can't play Dreadnought this afternoon. I've got too much to do. I should have done some of it yesterday, and I've just not really done it. I've got fucking shitloads to do, and then I'm going to be out this evening. But late at night, I might come on for a bit of Dreadnought just to kick back and relax. There you go. There's a game I'll be playing. What sort of games, other games, do I play? Is another thing I've been asked by a lot of people recently. And there you go. Dreadnought, Hand Simulator, stupid arcade games, cheap free-to-play things I find on. Which one's the best target? He's the best target. Cheap free-to-play things I find on Steam, mostly. I've got a lot of them. I've got all sorts of stuff. What have I got at the moment? Dreadnought. Enjoying Dreadnought at the moment. I mean, there's a list in my About page, but I've got, what, They Are Beings. I've been playing quite a bit of that. Little fun things I find. Quite often multiplayer, because I do like having a laugh with my pals when they're about, that is. Everybody's a bit rubbish these days, and they've got like families and responsibilities and things, which I seem to have managed to swerve so far. I'm not entirely sure that's a good thing, but you know, could be worse. Right, I'm going to crash here, aren't I? No, I succeeded in avoiding all of the pew. Excellent. Well, look at the state of the ship. Not all of the pew at all, but hang on, can you see that? Check out my little stupid little flag. I quite like my little Christmas fish. I was hoping it was a dick butt, but it's not. Anyway, so what do I play? Will I be playing armour again? There you go. There's those 2 questions. I got asked by somebody on one of my videos, which I've re-uploaded, which we'll get onto in a second, as to what twat disliked that. Now, shit, sorry, punched the microphone. Oh, Worlds Adrift wipe happening in mid-February. Can't wait for that. There you go, there's one I will be playing a bit more. And the Worlds Adrift videos that I took down will be having a reboot of those, I think. Because it's a shame I had to take them down. But, as again, we'll get onto that in a second. But anyway, I was talking about the person who I believe is the one that dislikes all my videos. Now, it doesn't particularly bother me that I've got somebody that dislikes all my videos. I'm kind of glad that I've managed to trigger that kind of reaction. And me getting any kind of reaction on my videos is good, because YouTube sees that they're getting a reaction, and it actually does me a massive favour that they're getting a reaction. So yeah, that's kind of cool, and this is about to really hurt when that hits me. Okay, maybe not. I got away with that one. But yeah, I basically believe it is a person we had playing on the servers for the clan I was in. More or less what happened was he started streaming, like a bunch of us started streaming, around a similar sort of time. And from what I understand, is one of the guys he used to be friends with, or used to play with, one day he saw his codes in Exile. If you don't play it, you won't know, but basically code lock things, like doors and bases and cars and things. And I believe somebody saw, oh dear, somebody saw the codes for his vehicles, his doors, his locks and stuff, and basically decided to troll the poor bastard rather than just tell him that he saw him on the stream. So he got a bunch of his stuff nicked. Somebody stole a lot of his things. I believe somebody logged off in his base and then proceeded to, I'm not sure whether he did change the door codes. I hope he did change the door codes, because that would have been sensible, but from what I'm aware of, proceeded to dump all of his belongings on the floor, so when the server restarted they were gone. And yeah, basically was a massive troll. Unfortunately, the guy who... Ooh, sucks to be me. See if those torpedoes hit. I don't think they will. But yeah, basically the guy who this happened to reported it as hacking, so we looked into it. And one of the admin on the very small admin team, might I add, of two active admin on the place we're in. I won't go into pedantics there, but more or less discovered what was going on. I'm pretty sure he informed the bloke, and there was a bit of murkiness, and the guy left the community room, which kind of sucks because I thought he was a mate. I used to sit with him late nights while I was editing videos, because at the time I used to quite often sit in a public channel. People could come and have a chat with me while I was editing, because it was just nice and a bit sociable, and I could sort of have a chat with what I was doing and run ideas past people. It was kind of handy. What the operation of the week? Okay. Yeah, it was kind of handy to have somebody bounce ideas off. It was nice to chat to him. Hopefully I helped with the free creative ideas on the stuff he was doing as well. And it was just having a bit of a chat. It was kind of nice. I thought he was my friend. So he left. So I was a bit pissed off that he never said anything to me why he left. I kind of gathered. So I just left it. And eventually he came back and everything was fine and we were getting along. And yeah, I never really mentioned it. I was a bit pissed off about it, but I never really mentioned it because I know he's got some like post-traumatic issues. He's a nice bloke though. And then for some reason, I'm assuming it's the same sort of thing, a couple of weeks later he left again, and then we got issued basically an ultimatum of like, what's hitting my microphone? Thank you, it's the cable to my headset. It's bouncing off the microphone. Was it popping? Yeah, I'm going to have to tie that up to something, I think. Yeah, basically he issued us an ultimatum, and we were like, what the fuck? Because none of us quite understood why he left or what was going on, and he asked us all to leave his public media and said well, yeah, apparently I'm a dick because... What are we doing? Because even after he said that, he was still following my streams, and he sent one of our admin a message, and despite me refusing to talk about it publicly, said that we'd probably have a laugh at it later and that I'm the worst person in the world. So apparently the response to that is to go and dislike all my videos and not say anything about it. But I'm not saying it is him. It just seems really odd that since then, every single video of my videos that goes online within about an hour gets a dislike. Now, don't take into account that a bunch of my stuff got disliked recently because I've re-uploaded some stuff, which kind of sucks that I had to do it, but I had to do it. I'll explain why in a minute. But there's more for me than anybody else. It's because I wanted to save things that I liked, so I re-edited a few bits and pieces. I redid one video completely. But that copped a bunch of dislikes. Also copped a bunch of dislikes because people noticed that my stuff is somewhat like a certain person called Soviet Wombles, which I'm quite happy about that. And yes, it is a little bit of plagiarism. Yes, I have copied the style to a certain extent. And yes, the name that I had at the time for the videos was very close to his. But there's a reason behind it being very close to his. But yeah, the style was basically the same. Is your monster truck not on Exile? Have they taken it out of Exile? It must be the server you're playing on, dude. I'm sure it's on there somewhere. But yeah, basically, I copped a bunch of dislikes for that. Because, you know, fanboys will fanboy. You know, they think you're copying somebody, they won't like it. But when we get round to the naming of stuff, where I've renamed stuff recently and almost rebranded, so to speak. I renamed stuff because I went from fuckwittery to... Let's get that shot in and turn this beastie round. I went from fuckwittery to derping because I'm a derp. The video started off as fuckery videos because that's basically what we're doing, we're fucking about. Then I changed it to fuckwittery because it rolled off the tongue slightly nicer. The monster truck was only on CCG, says Ghost. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's because CCG is supposedly brilliant. I don't agree with that, but, you know, whatever. So, what was I saying? Let's get that fired up that way. I fucked right up here, haven't I? Yeah, so the fuckwittery came from basically Hobbsy. Hobbsy calls us fuckwits a lot. So only seemed right that I changed the name of the video to Fuck Wittery. So that happened. And a lot of people just took it and was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. But you get your usual fanboys moaning, you've copied Soviet one, blah 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 blah. Bugger off, it's my thing. He's not called his videos Fuck Wittery, but it is very close to bullshittery. So I was having to think about it for a long time because I wasn't happy with it being so close. Because I don't want to be somebody that copies other people's stuff. So I just came up with derping, and it sort of made sense to just call it derping in the end. So it's staying as derping. You've got derping videos. So that's the renaming and the rebranding. The reason stuff got taken offline and re-uploaded, well, the reason it got re-uploaded is because I didn't want to lose it. Basically, as an offshoot of me leaving the community that I used to be part of, I offered to take down everything that I'd branded with that community's branding, which I didn't think was unreasonable, and I didn't think it was unreasonable of them to take me up on it and say, yes, could you please take it down. Give me a date to do it by was a little bit of an unnecessary ultimatum, but whatever. It was going to happen. I like to be one of these people that actually does what they say, and I took it down. And yes, I am a giant derp, honey, thank you very much. But I didn't want to lose all of it, so I left offline. Ooh, wasn't expecting that to hit me. Okay, dead. I cocked that up because I'm chatting, but whatever. But yeah, some of the videos, I think there was 6 in total I re-uploaded. Some of the videos I didn't want to lose, so I took them down, edited them, and threw them back up. You might notice there's 1 or 2 bits fuzzed out, and they're ever so slightly shorter than the old ones, or a certain scene's missing, if you know the videos well. If you don't, you'll never know the difference. But I've copped a bunch of dislikes for that as well, because people don't like stuff being re-uploaded, especially after you've just copped a load of new followers. They didn't appreciate that. But hey, you can't please everybody, can you? I'm not here to please everybody. I'm here to do what I enjoy doing. So yeah, some of the videos won't go back up. I got the brain worms. Some of the videos won't go back up, like the Worlds Adrift ones. Unfortunately, as much as I enjoyed those, removing the branding off that would have killed too much of the video itself. Because at the time the watermark I left on the screen was quite large, and you wouldn't have been able to read half what was going on. So it made it pointless redoing it. So they're not going back up. Basically, anything that's not on the channel now that used to be isn't going to be. So unfortunately, things like the Tanoa report entirely gone. I loved that video, but it wouldn't have taken me too much time to edit it. But I wouldn't have been able to get it offline and back online, so it wouldn't look like a new video. It would look like a new video, and then people would realise they've watched it, and I'd probably just cop a load more dislikes on that as well. So that one's staying offline, unfortunately. As are there was one of the Armour streaming Fuck Wittery videos, which would have been a derping video, but that's staying offline now. Let's move that camera over so slightly. Oh, I can't. Okay, it's going to stay there. Basically, everything that's not online that used to be isn't going to be coming back, which is a shame, really, because I enjoyed some of those videos, but at the same time, it's enabled me to other stuff. Honey, am I going to do more World of Drift videos when the wipe happens? Yes, I am. As I said, it's going to be coming back. When the wipe happens, we will be on it. Probably be changing servers as well, so we're on the server with everybody else. But we shall be on it. Right, possibly the biggest change, which is kind of a culmination of all the things I've spoken about up till now, I think, sort of covers the rebranding and a load of videos coming offline and the guy that dislikes things and all sorts of things. Indigestion. Oh, I must have eaten my dinner too quick. Or my lunch. Lunch, dinner. Is it lunchtime for you, dinner time for me, because I've been up since 4 o'clock. Right, yes, I left the community that I was part of. The reasons I left the community that I was part of. You need your Captain Baz. Oh dear, I won't be back to be Captain Baz. I left the community I was part of for several different reasons, which I will not entirely go into publicly. It's not for everybody to know. If you know, you know them. If you don't, I don't feel you particularly need to know the entire ins and outs of it. Suffice to say, I don't particularly hold any bad blood towards the guys that are there. I loved my time being part of FPS. I don't want to join AG. You piss off, Ghost. No, I don't. Piss off. I am now going to be just Derpzilla. Regardless of anybody I'm affiliated with, I'm going to keep the name Derpzilla. I'm not going to brand stuff specifically because it just causes arguments and problems later on down the line. I'm also going to go to the lengths of, if I make things for other people, we're going to have the discussion as to whether they own it or I own it, and if they own it, they're going to upload it, and I'm going to insist I get some sort of payment, even if it's only a couple of quid for it. Whereas if I keep it and we have an argument and they decide, oh, that's mine because it's got my branding on it, and I'm not saying that's what happened with FPS, it's just going to be a pure case of, well, we decided when it was made it was going to stay on my channel, it's staying on my channel. Not to say that I'm bitter whatsoever about taking their stuff down off my channel, I am not. I offered to do it, and I don't see any problem with them taking me up on that offer whatsoever. As I said, I've got no particular bad blood for anybody there. There was some arguments, there was some stuff said on both sides, which was probably a bit over the top and unreasonable. It happens when you're having an argument, and yeah, I did get a bit heated and had a bit of a strop about a few things because I wasn't particularly happy about a few things, and I know some of the other guys that are now Debob and were formerly Debob weren't particularly happy about it. I was always kind of the spokesman, and I tend to be, again, if you know me, I end up being a little bit of the driving force behind a lot of the things we do, and well, the videos and things. Sean does streaming, and a few other guys do the odd bit of streaming and play a lot of games, but I tend to be the driving force behind making the videos and getting events and things done. So I tend to end up being the spokesperson and the person that gets in the middle of a few of these things. And some of those guys weren't happy about a few things that were happening. I wasn't particularly happy about a few things that were happening. I had a bit of a stroff. I kicked off about something. Some of the guys saw me kicking off and the responses to it, and we've always been a collective, the little D-Bob thing. We're not really particularly a clan, so to speak. We're not that cohesive. A lot of the guys don't bother running tags or anything, and we probably never will do, and I'm never going to run any tags. It's like, I run tags in World of Tanks because I've become part of the Tanks clan there, but I'm not exclusively part of the Tanks clan. Does that make sense? I am Derpzilla. I am me. I'll come and do things with EAG, like Ghost. He's just said, yeah, shit happens. Shit does happen. It happens to everybody. But I'm not planning on being exclusive to anybody again. I mean, like the CSC, Chin Sweater Collective, which is my American friends, which I did the Forest Fuckwittery, which is now the Forest Derping video. I changed the screen art slightly for that. Yeah. I'll quite happily go and play stuff with them again. There's nothing to say that I won't. I probably might not play Armour with them for a while, if at all again, because I've had enough of Armour. But that's just the way I'm going to run things. As I said, I don't have any particular bad feelings about that. I don't see myself going back there without some input from them. There's certain things which you know, I'm going to keep private about that, but suffice to say there was disagreements, and that's pretty much the reason we left. And we've always been, as I said, we're not cohesive in Debob whatsoever, but it's very much a case of we try and stick together. So if one person's out, we're all out. And after the few arguments and a few other bits and pieces that happened, and there was a little bit of overzealousness from a certain person, somebody decided to leave, and we invoked the one out, all out thing, so we all left. Simple as that, really. Same goes for games and things as well. It does tend to be one out, all out. You're going to buy me a candlelit dinner and some hugs, Ghost? What, you really want me to butter EAG that badly? You're prepared to try and butter me up? Or maybe reach around? We come to some sort of agreement, like reach around, packet of crisps, pint? I'm not really up for dinner. Candles. I just set fire to stuff if there's candles about. I only end up hurting me or you or somebody else, or getting a really big bill for burning stuff down. But yeah, that's the upshot of what happened with me and that particular community. Not naming names. I'm not going to go into any more detail on it. Tickle your pickle. You leave my pickle alone, boy. There's only one person that's having that, and well, that's another private discussion. Ow, bugger off. You, sir, need to get sunk. Go and do it over there. But I think that kind of condensed everything I wanted to talk about. Ghost, honey, have you got any questions for me before I finish this game and kick off this stream? Because I've got a shit ton of stuff to do, in all honesty. I need to get this done, I need to get this online, I need to swap over to my other thing, I need to eat, I need to go out, I need to have a bath. I need to have a bath and then I need to go out. I've got so much to do today. I've left myself with no time to do it. And scheduling. Right. How's Lou? Lou is fantastic, thank you very much. That was a nice short question. We're not talking about Lou that plays games with us. We are talking about Louise, my nice girlfriend, who I have been seeing since Christmas. Am I going to drop in more often for some funsies? I take it you mean into EAG. Yes, is the answer for that. I've been trying to spread. Well, I'll say this. No, fuck it. I've been trying to spread myself about a bit more. I've been trying to get about a bit more into different groups and things recently. You probably noticed my screen presence has disappeared from Discord. If you know me, I am there. I'm just lurking. Mainly because I've been trying to sort out a few other things and I can't deal with the distraction. But if somebody needs me, PM me and I'll get back to you. I have a lady friend. Honey, when I play more games with you, of course I will. Of course I will. Once I've sorted out things, once I've got my schedule down a bit, like I'm basically setting up another YouTube channel as well for my tech stuff because I realise not everybody on this gaming channel is going to want to listen about computer things. I mentioned it briefly in my last rambling video, but yeah, I've started another tech channel which doesn't have any content yet. I've got about 4 or 5 videos I'm working on for it, which is why I'm so busy at the moment. Once I've got those down and I'm done, and I'm ahead of myself, I will start rolling out videos on that, and I'll spread the links and things through my gaming channel, so if anybody wants to follow me there they can, but I'm not going to push it on the gaming channel because I realise it could be boring sometimes. If there's something gaming specific to do with it, I'll bring it up, but the tech channel is going to be more tech, like what I'm building now is a custom PC. Nobody needs to know the ins and outs of it unless they're really interested, and then that'll be over on the other channel. I will mention it if somebody asks, but there you go. Shout me when you're next on Dreadnought and I'll come shoot you, says Ghost. Yep. My lady friend is very pretty, honey. Thank you very much. I'm sure she will appreciate the compliments. She's one of these that doesn't take compliments well, but yeah. Let's see. In terms of things I do play, we mentioned this already, but I will be playing much more Dreadnought in the future. Much more, because I'm really enjoying that. It seems to be a little bit like World of Warships and World of Tanks. It's just spaceships. I'm a bit reluctant to particularly recommend it to everybody. It's just gone in beta. It is free to play, but there seems to be a lot of microtransaction-y type thing going on there, which is a little bit early for something that's in beta. I don't think they should be even offering that at this point. You should still be able to buy things in game. But I'm well aware that World of Warships is kind of beta as well as it's rolling out and developing. World of Tanks started out like that, and they're doing quite well of it. So it's a proven business plan. But it's free to play. I would suggest if you do play it. It took me about an hour to download it on a 60 meg connection. It's about 22 gig on the hard drive, so you don't need that much space for it in terms of like MMO type games. It's not an MMO, by the way. It's very much have a couple of battles in your battleship, chug around kind of thing. But there's a couple of different ship types. Derp, you dog, I see you, lady friend. I think you missed an R there, but yeah. Feel free to hit me up on Discord, Skype, Twitch, YouTube, anything you want to get a hold of me on, and I will reply to you eventually. I look at stuff at least once a day. I do try and get onto my social media for about an hour a day and respond to any questions and things I've got on there. I do make time for this stuff. I don't always get responses from people I talk back to, if that makes sense, but I'll respond to you if you talk to me. Yeah, there's my claim for fame for the video. So the music stopped. Okay, music's done. So, yeah. Fuck off making noises. I know it's just... Oh, go away. Right. Yeah, so, I got blocked on Twitter by Will Wheaton this week. Yeah. Why? He blocked a popular YouTuber that I follow, and I simply tweeted him, Will Wheaton, why have you blocked Boogie2988? And in response, rather than saying anything to me or just ignoring me, he blocked me. So yeah, I'm blocked by Will Wheaton. Go fucking figure that out. I must be a Twitter Nazi or a threat to like world peace or the Enterprise or something. But there you go. I'll leave you on that note. I'm going to shoot off and get editing now. So thanks very much for dropping in, guys. Thanks for the questions. Hope I've answered some stuff for people that are watching this and are curious about the channel, what's going on with it, and why I've started doing rambling videos and there's not so much other content. And as I said, if you need me, give me a shout. I will catch you later.